The other thing in the diversity bit is that the football and rugby world becomes much more attractive to the Afro-Caribbean community. And in terms of the South Asian community, there is a moment where we're finding that they do not want necessarily to commit the same time that is necessary to go to the next step, because they prefer, not always saying they do it, they sometimes prefer to go into other educational fields, and then cricket becomes secondary. And part of that is because it's a rather more time-consuming sport than some others. So we're finding that's difficult.
This is Middlesex Chairman Michael Farrell speaking at the DCMS, showing another public figure in a higher-up position using outdated tropes.
I've spent a lot of time talking to people from the LGBT community. I've talked to LGBT athletes from other sports who've come out. And the views I've heard is, if I look at what happens to high-profile female footballers, high-profile coloured footballers, and the abuse they take on social media, why would you voluntarily sign up for that abuse?
As memory serves us correctly, O'Farrell's comments come roughly 1 year after FA Chairman Greg Clark made these comments at a parliamentary hearing. He would resign. What these two men show is just how outdated their views are when it comes to fulfilling athletes' needs and protecting them. O'Farrell claimed that prospective South Asian players preferred to pursue education, and that football and rugby were more attractive to people from the Afro-Caribbean community. After watching it live, Barney Ronay of The Guardian put it like this: "Oh no, Middlesex Chairman has just done the black people don't like cricket, they like football thing in front of DCMS, unchallenged." Followed it up with, "Asian people are too interested in academia." Literally saying this right now live in front of the entire world. These people are clueless. It's literally painful to listen. So much clarity being offered on why cricket is screwed, i.e., they're in charge. Former English cricketer and World Cup winner Ebony Rainford Brent said such outdated views were exactly why cricket was under pressure to tackle issues of diversity and inclusion following former Yorkshire player Azim Rafiq's account of racism in the sport. He delivered harrowing testimony to lawmakers in November, in which he said his career had been ended by the abuse he received at the county club.
Pretty early on, me and other people from Asian background, there was comments such as, "You lot sit over there near the toilets," elephant washers, the word "paki" was used constantly, and there just seems to be an acceptance in the institution from the leaders, and no one ever stamped it out. I started taking medication for my mental health, felt isolated, humiliated at times. Gary Balance walks over and goes, "Why are you talking to him? You know he's a paki," or "He's not a sheikh, he's got no oil."
He was taken aback by O'Farrell's remarks, including Hampshire Chair Rod Bransgrove's claim that his county was overachieving in some areas on equality, diversity, and inclusion. "It just shows what a long way we've got to go," he told Sky. "These people have come to a select committee and said they think they're overachieving, that the counties don't get enough credit. I'm pretty angry," adding, "You've got a demographic of county chairs that don't see the problem." O'Farrell would apologize, claiming it was just a misunderstanding. However, the damage was done. Jahid Ahmed, a Muslim cricket player, spoke of the racist abuse he encountered as a pro athlete. You can see his quotes here. What he endured was horrendous. Because of the abuse, he would say, "I was always fearing what they'd come up with. I wanted to change my voice. I tried to deepen it." The fact that this lazy stereotyping is coming from a man whose team is based at the home of cricket and whose county encompasses the most diverse population out of any just shows how much work there is to do. The National Asian Cricket Council would write on Twitter, hugely disappointed with comments made today by Middlesex CCC Chair Michael Farrell. "It is clear that cricket still needs to do so much more to change the archaic and ill-informed viewpoints of people in influential positions. Any person of color reading that to say Asian kids don't want to play cricket because it's time-consuming, it's staggering, said Rafiq. What worries me is he felt so comfortable to sit in front of a public forum and to express the views. If that is what is at the top, then it's worrying times for Middlesex Cricket Club. Via Rainford Brent once more, unfortunately, the decision makers hold on to these myths. The black community only like football and Asian community only interested in education. Seriously, the game deserves better. I think today has shown everyone what I was talking about and how we have a long way to go, he added. Clearly, the counties and the game are still very much in denial, and that's a big worry. He added that O'Farrell's views on black and South Asian players were a stereotypical way of trying to blame a minority group for why there is a problem in the game.